stay on time. That as I think about Mother Earth, and I think about this condition of our planet and our world, the chaos and anxiety that we're all feeling on some level that was heightened as we entered 2025. And that's not by accident. It's a quarter of a century into this next decade. And so we are in a shifting time, a time of transition and change. 25, 2 and 5 and 7. And 7 is completion and preparation for something new. And so as we stand in this pregnant moment, full of life, but we know even with pregnancy, and as a woman that has born children, even with pregnancy, every moment, old folks would say you stand between life and death. Because there's a delicate balance between what's growing inside of you and you. And then the bringing forth of that life opens up a portal that none of us fully understand. It opens a gateway that for a moment expands. And when I witnessed my grandson being born, my eldest grandchild, I fell back in the chair in awe. I'm a mother who's given birth, but I never witnessed the portal opening and witnessed that train, that ancestral train, bringing new life into the world. So I understand that generational, you said that generational poisoning that we are birthing our children into, that we have contaminated this earth and the environment in such a way that it's toxic, and Mother Earth is crying out to us. I am your mother. I love you. We are in this together. When I think about this week, as I shared, is Black maternal health. I'm going to share more about that on the fourth Sunday. It's important for us to note that as Black women, my mother gave birth to 11 at home, no anesthesia, no epidural. The first 3 with a midwife in the deep south, the rest of us in the north, but still at home, not in a hospital. Because at that point in time, they did not trust the white medical system to carefully and safely secure and care for the Black body that was giving birth. And so a lot of people didn't understand why my mother chose that way at that time. I understand it now, having given birth in a medical facility and knowing the challenge. We're not machines. We're not robots. And giving birth is it is the most natural thing you can do. It's not a medical condition. It doesn't need to be medicalized, but it does need to be cared for because it is sacred, as our Mother Earth is. I want to just make this brief connection as we think about how we have violated Mother Earth and how we have disconnected ourselves from the heartbeat of our own lives. There's an article I used to teach from when I taught a course titled Politics of Sexuality. This article was written in 1981 by Peggy Reeves Sanday, Sanday, and it's called The Socio-Cultural Context of Rape, a cross-cultural study. I just want to read a brief abstract to make one small point, why it is so important that our leaders, our governor, our mayor, our elected officials, our faith leaders understand that they cannot lead us effectively if they do not see the connection to Mother Earth and the environment. So let me just share this. This research departs from the familiar assumption that rape is an inherent tendency of male nature. I want you to hear me. And begins with the assumption that human sexual behavior, though based in a biological need, is an expression of cultural forces. The incidence, meaning, and function of race in a cross-cultural sample of tribal societies are presented in this study. Two general hypotheses to guide the research. First, the incidence of rape varies cross-culturally. Second, a high incidence of rape is embedded in a distinguishable different cultural configuration than a low incidence of rape. The data suggests that rape is part of a cultural configuration which includes interpersonal violence, male dominance, and sexual separation. Rape is, and this is the line I want you to hear, is interpreted as the sexual expression of these forces in society where the harmony between men and their environment has been severely disrupted. When we see a high incidence of separation from our connection to nature, this study suggests, we see a rise in violence and in particular sexual violence. We rape Mother Earth, we rape the land, and we rape one another. And until we understand the connection, trying to solve one problem without connecting it to the other is a mute issue. We're putting band-aids on hemorrhages. Our salvation, my brothers and sisters, is tied to that vertical and horizontal relationship until we're grounded in the earth and know that that's where the spirit flows up in and through us and connected to everything else. Our salvation awaits us, and Mother Earth is calling us back to her breast. Ashe and amen.